Betty with Astrology with Betty, and this is a quick little video for the week of January 19th. I wanted to show you guys what was actually happening in the sky and bring your attention to a couple of aspects. This is a pretty slow week, astrologically speaking, except for the sun will enter into Aquarius at 4:25 p.m. January 19th, which will lighten up the energy a bit, give a broader perspective and a more socially acceptable kind of tolerance. The sun in Aquarius is, like-minded, like ideas, and it's more detached. It's able to take a bird's eye view and detach itself and see what really needs to be done for the best of all people concerned. I also wanted to bring your attention to a tense aspect that's going on. This is Mars over here at 23 degrees of Pisces. It, on Monday, just conjunct Chiron at 21 degrees of Pisces. It is squaring Saturn at 23 degrees of Sagittarius. So what I wanted to let you guys know is that I want you to watch out for resentment or anger that we're not aware of, how we can be sabotaging ourselves, kind of shooting ourselves in the foot by, kind of painful actions, not being able to act, being afraid to act. And so just watch out for that. Watch out for underlying anger that you're not aware of, because that can come back and sabotage you. I also wanted to let you know that the sun and the moon are going to be squaring each other. See here. On the 19th, the moon here is in Libra, and it is squaring the sun in Capricorn. Now, when the sun shifts into Aquarius at 5:25 p.m., the moon is going to enter into Scorpio. So they're going to be continuously squaring. This happens, all the time. It happens, twice a month. But the thing is that this time they're both shifting into different signs at the same time. So that energy is going to linger. So just be aware that the 19th will be a very tense day. So just keep that in mind. The sun is our ego and our identity, and the moon is how you feel. So it could things may not be going the way that you would like them to go, or when you try to communicate, you may feel that you're not being heard correctly. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it will pass, by 11:30 at night. The moon will be out of orb of squaring the sun, but it is going to be a bit longer than usual. Then there's one more thing that I wanted to bring your attention to, and I'm going to do a video on Monday, and we're going to dive into this, but I just wanted to show you guys here. I want you to keep your eye over here on Venus, because Venus is going to go retrograde. Venus is going to enter on her shadow. So I'm going to show you when she enters into her shadow. She won't be retrograde, but she's going to be in the shadow phase. So you need to pay attention to things that are going on. This is going to be a little bit of a rough Venus retrograde because it involves a conjunction with Chiron and a square to Saturn. So let us see here. So here on the 24th of January, Venus will come up and join Chiron. This is not particularly a nice feeling. This can give you a feeling of being hurt in love or financially hurt. In Pisces, it's, more of a feeling. You could feel creatively stuck. You could feel, rejected. You can just feel hurt when it comes to matters of the heart. After she does that, she's going to go on and she's going to square Saturn on the 26th. And let's see, basically on the 27th, it will be, a tight square there. So, that also gives a feeling of not getting what I want or being repressed, or, just somebody else getting involved and taking away, just the dynamic of really not, it doesn't feel good. It's not, could be a bit of a painful transit. We want to remember to, keep our consciousness open and be aware of what's happening so we can process it. And always, it's always for the highest if we choose to use it that way. So then, here on the January 29th, Venus is going to be at 26 degrees of Pisces, and that is going to be the shadow period. Okay, so Venus is going to go ahead, and she's going to go... She's going to enter into Aries. You know, Mars will be in Aries, so that's going to feel like full speed ahead, but we want to be wary because she's going to station, there you go, she's going to station at 13 degrees of Aries on March 3rd. So that's technically the date that Venus will go retrograde. But we want to remember that the shadow phase is going to last until May 18th. So, you know, I just wanted to bring this up. We're going to dive into this. I'm going to do a whole separate video just on the Venus retrograde. But I just wanted to let you guys be aware that you should pay attention to anything that's going on right now regarding love or money. Self-worth issues can come up when it's regarding Venus. So don't do anything, like don't do any cosmetic surgery. Don't make any big purchases. You have until, I believe, the 29th until it enters in there. So, you know, if you can wrap anything up now, I recommend that you do that. And until we meet again, I wish you well.